Silver, the so-called white metal, is once again in the global spotlight. While gold has been stealing headlines for breaking record highs, silver has been quietly outperforming, delivering one of its strongest rallies in more than a decade. As of late September 2025, silver prices have surged past $46 per ounce, marking a staggering gain of more than 55% since the start of the year. For many, this rally feels sudden, almost shocking. But for those following the market closely, the signs have been building for months. In this deep dive, we're going to explore exactly what's driving silver's surge, what the world's top experts are saying right now, where prices could go next, and what risks might be hiding beneath the excitement. This is the full story of silver's 2025 breakout, and it's a story worth paying attention to. Silver's position in 2025. At the start of 2025, silver was trading around $28.92 an ounce. It was often overlooked compared to gold, which was already drawing attention for its safe haven appeal. Yet, in just 9 months, silver has ripped higher, touching levels not seen in over a decade. On September 26th, it briefly hit $46.63. Its strongest rally since the early 2010s. To put that into perspective, while gold is up significantly this year, silver's percentage gain is even greater. It has become one of the best performing major commodities in 2025, far outpacing equities in many industrial metals. This surprise performance has left both retail investors and institutional analysts scrambling to update their forecasts. Expert voices. What are analysts saying? Philippe Newman, Metals Focus. Philippe Newman is a widely respected analyst at Metals Focus, who has been outspoken on silver's trajectory. According to his latest comments, silver's rise is not just about speculation, it's about fundamentals. Newman highlights the surge in demand from the photovoltaic industry, which uses silver in solar modules. With global solar installations booming, demand has skyrocketed. But there's a twist. As silver prices rise, PV manufacturers are already cutting silver usage in their modules to offset costs. This is a classic dynamic in commodities. Higher prices encourage efficiency and substitution. Newman warns that while industrial demand is strong, it may adapt quickly if costs remain elevated. Still, he sees the bigger picture as bullish. Newman believes silver could move beyond $50 per ounce in 2026, especially if central banks continue cutting interest rates, weakening the dollar, and lowering the cost of holding precious metals. Peter Krauth, silver stock investor, silver advisor. Another strong voice in silver analysis is Peter Krauth. For years, Krauth has argued that silver faces a structural supply deficit, with demand consistently outpacing production. He points to years of underinvestment in mining and the fact that silver is mostly produced as a byproduct of other metals like copper, zinc, and lead. This means that supply can't easily be scaled up when prices surge. Krauth views the current environment, falling real yields, geopolitical uncertainty, and strong gold prices, as a perfect storm for silver. He has suggested that silver could not only hold the mid-40s, but could surge much higher if momentum continues. His emphasis is on volatility. Silver is a smaller market than gold, and when capital flows into it, price moves can be sudden, sharp, and breathtaking. HSBC's forecast. Banks are also updating their outlooks. HSBC recently raised its forecast for silver, now expecting it to average $35.14 per ounce in 2025, significantly higher than their earlier projections. They cite not only gold's strength, but also persistent supply deficits, expected to hit 206 million ounces this year. HSBC does caution that silver's rally is closely tied to gold. In their view, silver is riding the coattails of the gold boom. And if gold corrects, silver may follow. But the supply imbalance adds an extra layer of support that keeps the long-term case strong. Economic Times analysis. A striking report from the Economic Times captured global attention when it noted that silver had outpaced gold's returns this year, Starting 2025 at $28.92 per ounce, silver's climb to $46 plus represents one of the most dramatic performances among major assets. The article even asked the question many are thinking: were you too late to buy? Of course, the market doesn't move in straight lines. The same article acknowledged silver's volatility and the potential for corrections, but the fact remains: silver has emerged as one of the breakout assets of 2025.
FX Leaders Commentary. On the technical side, analysts at FX Leaders highlight silver's struggle to hold above $46. The Relative Strength Index, RSI, is currently near 72, suggesting the market is overbought in the short term. They identify $45.20 as a key support level, while resistance remains at $46.65 and $47. Their warning is clear: silver may be due for a pullback, especially with a heavy week of U.S. economic data ahead. Inflation numbers, GDP figures, and Federal Reserve commentary could all shake silver's momentum. But if it breaks above $47, momentum traders may push it higher in search of that symbolic $50 level. The drivers behind silver's rally. So what exactly is propelling silver this year? Let's break it down into the major forces. A. Monetary policy and interest rates. The U.S. Federal Reserve has begun shifting toward rate cuts. While inflation hasn't fully disappeared, growth concerns are forcing policymakers to ease. Lower interest rates reduce the opportunity cost of holding non-yielding assets like silver, making them more attractive. B. Safe haven demand. Geopolitical tensions, from energy disputes to global trade friction, have heightened the appeal of precious metals. Silver is benefiting from the same safe haven flows that are driving gold. C. Industrial demand. Unlike gold, silver has a strong industrial profile. It's a key material in solar panels, electronics, and medical devices. The push toward renewable energy has created an entirely new backbone of demand for silver. D. Supply deficits. For 4 consecutive years, the silver market has run deficits, consuming more silver than it produces. The Silver Institute projects another large shortfall in 2025. Combined with limited new mining projects, this supply crunch is helping lift prices. Possible scenarios. Where could silver go? Scenario 1, the bull breakout. Silver breaks decisively above $47 to $48, pushing toward $50. Rate cuts accelerate, the dollar weakens, and safe haven demand strengthens. Industrial demand holds despite higher prices. Scenario 2, the gradual climb. Silver consolidates between $44 to $48 with occasional dips. Industrial demand adjusts but stays steady. Supply remains tight. By 2026, silver gradually pushes higher. Scenario 3, the correction. U.S. data surprises to the upside, inflation stays sticky, and the Fed delays cuts. The dollar strengthens, pressuring silver back toward $40 to $42. Industrial users reduce silver content, slowing demand growth. Key levels to watch. Support, $45.20, then $42, with stronger support near $40. Resistance, $46.65, $47, and the all-important $50 barrier. These levels are more than numbers, they're battle lines between bullish optimism and cautious realism. Silver's 2025 surge is about more than just prices. It reflects a deeper shift in the global economy, the rise of renewable energy, the fragility of supply chains, and the constant tug-of-war between monetary policy and inflation. Experts like Newman, Krauth, and the teams at HSBC all agree silver is in a fundamentally strong position, though the path forward will not be smooth. It's a market defined by volatility, by sudden rallies and sharp corrections. Whether silver breaks $50 this year or takes longer, the direction of travel remains upward in many analysts' eyes. And that makes silver one of the most fascinating markets to watch as we move toward 2026. Disclaimer: this video is for educational and informational purposes only. It is not financial advice, investment advice, or a recommendation to buy or sell any asset. Always do your own research and consult with a licensed financial professional before making investment decisions. Markets are volatile, and past performance is never a guarantee of future results. That's the full story of silver's dramatic 2025 rally. Now the question is yours. Do you think silver will smash through $50 an ounce before year's end, or will it correct first? Share your thoughts in the comments and stay tuned for the next update on this remarkable market journey.